had such lovely plans for yesterday. We wanted to go out on a boat, to spend the day sailing, etc. We spent the day in bed, both of us. I also wasn't feeling well, and in the evening I got a slight temperature. At the same time, like, my father back home was not feeling well, so if he dressed really badly, I wouldn't be crying. So sometimes... I got so lucky when I picked the right partner to spend the rest of my life with. I just thought to myself, what would I do if I wouldn't have such great friends? Oh, better. It's like bam, bam, bam. Then it's New York, then it's London, then it's Milan, then it's Paris, and you know the drill, right? I also got like something so little. Hello my lovelies, and welcome to Monaco, back here where our holidays started. It's where our holidays are also going to finish, which sounds a little bit sad, but actually both this man over here that is already working, we're ready to go back. You know how it is. It's like one of those things that you kind of feel at the beginning like you will never have enough of holidays, but then the moment that like emails start hitting in, the moment that things start happening, you're like so ready to leave. I had the best time. I really enjoyed spending time alone with Filippo, time with our friends, and then now last few days while we're slowly getting back into the work mode. Now, first thing that you haven't seen is actually the new jacket. This is a jacket I got in Bodrum. This is basically like the only thing that I bought these last holidays because I really loved it and I tried it on, and I asked them, okay, so probably Turkey is not the best place to shop at Chanel, so I asked them like, is this jacket available in Monaco or anywhere else? And they were like, it's not available anywhere else in Europe, this is the last one. So I had to get it, and I particularly love the detailing. It's like buttons all the way up, and then it has this little kind of thing that you tie around your neck, which I think is so beautiful. Actually, the jacket reminds me quite a bit of the Carl's era. And I'm so happy to be here, South of France. Look at this. So beautiful. We're so ready to enjoy a few days and get some final touches of tan. Hello, my lovely, wonderful people. Last thing that you saw probably was us arriving at Hotel de Paris here in Monte Carlo, and honestly, this place is just so magical. I have to say, this is my favorite hotel by far in Monaco. I just love it. The service, the kindness, the smell when you enter this place, the architecture, the style. I love everything. Now we've established that. Another thing to know is that there is probably nowhere else besides in my mom's house that I would rather get sick than here, because it's very comfortable, but I'd rather not be sick on holidays, okay? Yesterday was a very long day, but mostly spent sleeping for Filippo and me. So basically, I'm not gonna go into any details, but Filippo was very nauseous in the night. Not last night, but the night before, and it was a very long night. We haven't really slept at all, both of us, because obviously I was there helping him. He was not feeling well at all. And the thing is, I don't know if I've actually told you, but while we were in Turkey, I was not really feeling well. And apparently it's like a lot of different microorganisms that you can eat that we are not used to. So Long story short, that's it. We had such lovely plans for yesterday. We wanted to go out on a boat, to spend the day sailing, etc. We spent the day in bed, both of us. I also wasn't feeling well, and in the evening I got a like slight temperature as well. At the same time, like my father back home was not feeling well, so I was calling my friends. Luckily, I have such great friends back home who could also like immediately go to him and help him. Then he was going to have like a magnet scan this morning. Now I'm telling you all the details. If you think my life is all like shopping and just wonderful, all of this beautiful lifestyle, yeah, it is. But there are also some really real stuff. And honestly, I told my dad that he has completely run out of his abilities to be sick anymore, because I feel like, let's just say he hasn't had the best health in the past few years, and like he's had more things than I can honestly count. So it was a very tough day. So in the end, I also got a fever, and then I felt so bad lying in the bed that I also hurt my neck, which, as you guys probably know, is my sensitive side. So like this shoulder anyway is quite weak, and now the neck on this side I cannot fully turn. But this holiday didn't start in the most amazing, wonderful way, but today we woke up, finally ate something today, and then spend the day by the pool. I just feel like, you know, when you feel not good, when you feel like you're not looking the best, I feel like I have some like not good skin, like dry, also flaky. I feel like my hair is awful. So I decided, after spending a day by the pool and just chilling, I booked myself a hair appointment. I'm gonna go for a blow dry, gonna have a nice dinner with Filippo and our friends, probably gonna walk around Monaco a little bit, Monte Carlo, and just enjoy. The reason why we come back always here is because it's just so comfortable, everything is so beautiful, everything is so easy, and also we feel safe here. So didn't start really great, not the best end of summer holidays, but Filippo said something really true. We never actually get sick when we're working, which is a great thing. I need to find urgently some wood, because this is very, very important. Oh, better. So now I'm gonna go get my hair done after a pool day, and I will feel like new as soon as I'm like showered and hair done and everything, and we can just start fresh in Monaco. Good morning. New day, Filippo, and new us. Do you feel 100% recovered today?
No.
Oh, that's not the answer I was hoping to hear.
But yesterday I was 50%.
Yeah.
And today I'm 75 for sure.
Okay.
Which means...
That's promising.
Which
means like we're in a good
tomorrow,
path.
tomorrow I'll be 100, and that'll be perfect for, Monday that it's back.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's always like that.
It's a little bit funny. I'm not sure which one it is, but anyway. So today, got dressed up. We're going to breakfast. I'm wearing this white Reformation dress, my jelly shoes from the Row, Birkenrock. I'm also wearing this Misuma necklace. You have seen it before. Also Misuma earrings. I felt like having a bit of a summer holiday mix. Chrome hearts, sunglasses. The rest you've seen, I think, also in the mirror upstairs. I'm gonna have breakfast now. Breakfast at Hotel de Paris is really good. I love it. Great coffee, great fruit. I'll give you a little tour. Really yummy. Yesterday I had this avocado and a little bit of bresaola over here. But also like really good selection of muesli and the fruits. Oh my god, look at the fruits. So good. Especially my favorite figs. Obviously they're not as good as anywhere like in Turkey, but they're still really delicious. And then because we're in French Riviera, you have to see this, you guys. So I really like, obviously they have like a classic pain au chocolat, but look at this. This is croissant chocolat noisette. Look at this, yummy, yummy, yummy. And then this brioche and the brown bread. Everything is so good. Look at this cookie. Cookie for breakfast, yes, because I'm an adult and I can choose to have a cookie for breakfast. Yummy. Can I just say how much I love this bag? I really, really love it. I actually forgot the padlock, so I haven't been wearing it with a chain attached to the front. But I really love it so much. Yeah, Philippe was really upset about that because he really wants the chain to be visible. Yeah, but I love it so much. I've been wearing it non-stop. Baby, I'm always happy in the morning. It's just that
Yeah,
my
but then
glass.
things happen,
Yeah.
and
If people start emptying my glass, then at night, I'm very, very upset.
yeah, that's the difference basically between you and I.
Yeah,
Because me, I wake up.
grumpy.
No, I wake up okay, but then I get like better and better and better and better.
Look, no queue outside of the yard. Do you want to see something?
No.
Guys, do you know what two lazy bugs look like? Like this. I cannot actually vlog much here because there's a lot of music in the background, so I'm trying to keep the microphone very close to my mouth so we don't get copyright strike. But we're literally having the best last day of holidays, enjoying the pool with all around 360 Monaco view, which I think you've seen by now, or I'm gonna show you in a bit. I don't know if you heard this, guys, but Filippo said, I told you I don't want you to talk to strangers. But the truth is, guys, Filippo is not a very jealous person at all, and I love that about him. He's so secure in himself and unbothered. Like, there are very few times that I can remember him in any sort of jealous situation. I want to show you my outfit because I'm wearing this Miu Miu dress for the first time, but I want to show you the neckline, which I think is so stunning. Hopefully, I'm not gonna forget my phone there. Anyway, this is it. Bottega clutch, nails, heels. Now you can see, I think, my outfit better. There we go. We are heading, I think, to Beef Bar, and you guys know we hate being late anywhere. Our friend said 7:45 in the lobby, and it's 7:44 now. I think Filippo is just getting them to prepare our checkout bill because we're leaving tomorrow morning. But in all honesty, we like when everything is already ready, you know? How do I feel about this being the last day of my holidays? Bittersweet. I say bittersweet because I'm not mad about it. Only because bittersweet is so many things that are like kind of wrapping up happening. Venice Film Festival, New York Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week. Wow, I look blue. So that's kind of the current situation. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna stop vlogging now because I need to show you some of the details from this gorgeous, gorgeous place. You can just sit here, have a cup of tea, and people watch because it's stunning. Guys, you know what upsets Filippo so much? That the fact that obviously I love the way he dresses so much. His style is like so important to me. But the fact that if he dressed really badly, I wouldn't be crying. So sometimes He's like, if I wear, and then he comes up with an
No
outfit,
comment.
this and this and this and this, would you be upset? And I'm like, no. And we are officially on our way to Milano, Filippo.
Yes, we are.
I want to know from this holiday, from the beginning. So we went to Monaco, then Saint-Tropez, then Bodrum, then Istanbul, then back to Monaco. Is there one day that you could say was your favorite day of holidays? Because I have one.
I think the best day was the day that we were in Bodrum on the beach until 8 p.m.
Okay.
And I think it was the best day for a very simple reason, that I played soccer all day. And I was with the boys, you know, we always travel, I always travel with you, and there is nothing I love more. But we don't have friends, we don't have a lot of friends, and we always travel by ourselves, or always, so sometimes, the little playful Filippo wants also to be a little boy and play on the beach, and everything was nice. The water was perfect, the weather was perfect. We spent the whole day, there was no pressure, it was beautiful.
Honestly, I really love the last 2 days because personally, Hotel de Paris for me is perhaps my favorite hotel in the world. I feel like really I love it there. It's just so cozy and so homey. I understand why some people actually live inside of Hotel de Paris. I would do the same if I could.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I tanned so much last 2 days. I think I got more tanned in the last 2 days than the rest of the holidays. If I'm not mistaken, we're getting out of Liguria now, right, Filippo?
Yeah, we are on the way to Milan.
Buongiorno from my gorgeous house. I mean, maybe it's not gorgeous for you guys, or maybe it's not gorgeous at all, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and for me, there's no better place than home ever. I always enjoy coming back home. I guess at the end of the day, I'm just a homey person. Or it's because I end up spending 8 months a year traveling, so it's always nice when I'm at home. Anyway, I actually managed to tidy so well. Well, it doesn't look that well, but I managed to tidy lots of things, to organize, like, everything to look beautiful, because I really need that every time that I come home. But one important thing is now that I'm currently packing. Okay, now take your violins out, because it's coming a little pity party. Let me sit down. It's not really a sad story, but can I just say, starting with today until currently seems like 2nd of October, but it could be longer because these dates tend to prolong. It looks like I will not have one day off. So I'm not sure I'm able to announce it just yet. For the next 5 days, I will be filming a TV show. So it's kind of like a big project that I've taken on for this year that I need to film. And then when I'm back, I'll be heading to Venice Film Festival, and then I'll be heading to New York Fashion Week. So basically that's it. It's like bam, bam, bam. Then it's New York, then it's London, then it's Milan, then it's Paris, and you know the drill, right? And I'm so excited to see all of my friends. I feel like when a child comes back from summer holidays, back to school, and they get to see all of their friends back again. So that's really nice. But it's also, I know that it's going to be a very intense period for my mind and my body. I have to pack because I literally am leaving. The car's picking me up in 3 hours. I have not even started packing because I had other stuff to do. I had a nice little blow dry this morning, and I also went to buy some gifts for my friends, and I'm going to show them to you now, because by the time that this video comes out, they will already have had their gifts, because I'm giving them the gifts today. Where do we start? Let's show you here. So in here I got a pair of mules, like kind of ivory colored, very classic, but I really love this heel. I think this is such a perfect piece for Fashion Week. It has this like metallic detailing on the back of the heel, and it's really Such a cool design shoe. I really love them. I think they're so cool. Honestly, they also come in black. I will link them below if I can find them. And I just love them. So I think I told you guys, my dad had some health situation, and without going into too many details, but maybe it's gonna be helpful to some people because you might not, maybe you're going through like a similar thing or whatever. I have to take a lot of care of my parents, okay? And one of the things is that this week my dad had extreme like back pain, like to the point where my sister called me saying that like he's literally on the floor not being able to move. And since I was like away, I think at the time I just arrived in Monaco, like it was the day that Filippo had like the worst food poisoning also. So long story short, when I didn't know what to do, I didn't know who to call, I didn't have any like doctors or nurses or anything to help, so I called my best friends, the male ones, and they picked up my dad, they brought him to hospital, they did like a magnet scan, they organized a nurse to come every single day to give him the medication, which had to be like administered IV, like all of that shabazam. They organized without saying a word, without complicating anything for me. Like honestly, like I just thought to myself, what would I do if I wouldn't have such great friends? I honestly don't know. I have like not many friends. I have 3 best friends, but the ones that I have are really the best. So to one of them, I got a gift. I'm gonna show it to you now as well. So I got him a gift as well. These are spare shoelaces. They usually come with off-white shoes. And these are my favorite off-white sneakers, by the way. It's an out-of-office pair. That's what it's called, out-of-office. And I really love them because they're extremely comfortable. They smell like new shoes. You know that smell of new shoes? I love that. So I got to one of my best friends these blue and white shoes because I knew that he was gonna really love them. Just as a little thank you so much. Honestly, I have to tell you, I was so thankful. So my dad called me and he said, honestly, the friends that you have, not many people have friends like this because this is really like something so special. And I 100% agree. But I have to say that I just felt so emotional, and I texted him saying like, honestly guys, I don't know what I would have done without you because I have nothing, like I could not organize anything. And they said we're family. For my other friend, I also got something, but that's actually a little bit belated also birthday gift. I need to start packing. I need to start organizing everything. There's so many things I really need to do. I just don't know when. I also got like something so little and a mess, but this doesn't matter. I'm not gonna unbox it now. I'm just gonna plan currently my outfits. I'm gonna pack, and I received like a huge net-a-porter order, but I think I'm gonna film that for the next video because there's so much to show. Can I ask you guys a question? Are you getting into the autumn mood? Because I'm really getting a bit autumnal. I'm getting excited for autumn, so I just don't know if I'm the only one or not. I just thought like maybe I can also say a few words from here before I end the vlog, this kind of last few days of holiday vlog, just because it's nice to be at home, and I don't think you guys are gonna see this background for a little while now. It looks different because we put the blinds down, and that's because of, well, of 2 reasons really. It's quite hot in Milan, despite the fact obviously that we do have AC and it's like fully blasting on now at home. I'm just checking, but also because when the sun gets in, it anyway gets hot, you know what I mean, no matter how warm or cold or whatever it is. Also, I'm loving this setup. This chair, ladies and gentlemen, is here to stay, and I'm so happy because I am loving this. So Filippo's been telling me the TV is arriving soon. This is gonna be like the best autumn like nook as soon as the colder days get in, and I can't wait to show you more in the next video because it's just so cozy and cute when the TV comes in. I honestly don't know what's wrong with me, but every autumn that comes out I want to watch Grimm. You know Grimm? I used to watch it, I think, in my university days, and it's quite like a little bit of Harry Potter vibes, that kind of sort of thing, but I really love it, and it's quite autumnal. But I just want to, or like Gilmore Girls or something like that. Also, the other reason why the blinds are down is because Filippo's parents are visiting at the moment. And you might be wondering, where are they? They are actually at home right now. But honestly, guys, I don't know how I got so lucky when I picked the right partner to spend the rest of my life with, just because I got my best friend that I'm in love with, whose family I also love, which is very rare. Can we just agree on that one? But anyway, also because his parents are using the guest side of the house. I never even have to really see them, besides the fact that I do enjoy seeing them. But like, for example, when they're having a nap, I can just do my own thing and they can just have a nap, and it's the best. And I'm saying this with so much gratitude because I have had partners with like not terrible parents, but like sometimes awkward or sometimes weird. Let me just tell you one anecdote, okay? Random story time. I was quite young. I had this boyfriend, and for his birthday, I was making a cake with my mom. We were making a proper cake from scratch, like everything, like milling the nuts, making the layers. Obviously, I didn't know how to do it, but my mom was telling me, and I was like helping, and we were baking and making and whatnot, and then arranging, and we were making his favorite. So at midnight exactly, I rang on his doorbell and I left the cake outside. I was like 20 years old, okay, or 22 or something. And the next day I came to his house, and I remember his mom said, like, his mom hasn't made him a cake. That was the only cake he had for his birthday, okay? And then his mom said, yeah, the cake is okay. It's a little bit too sweet for me. I don't like it. And I was just thinking, if you don't like it, why didn't you make him a cake? So I just wanted to say, like, those kind of petty comments, sometimes people can be like, not even bad, but just awkward. You know what I mean? Like socially awkward, or not really knowing what's like nice thing to say or what's not nice thing to say. But I also understand sometimes it can be tricky. So on that random thought, I think I'm gonna finish this vlog because it's been a bit of everything, like from Monaco to talking about mothers-in-law. I love mine. She's the best, and I'm just so happy to have her here, even if I'm like leaving soon, so I'm not gonna have time to spend a lot with her, but still so grateful. Just wanted to send the message up there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I love you. I really appreciate you guys. I just want to let you know that you need to put yourself first. I don't know who needs to hear this, but please put yourself first. Put your needs first. The summer's over. We're getting into a busy period of the year, and I want you to prosper. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.